Hello everyone. Okay, so last week the missions were the Dream Challenge Part 1. This week it's the Dream Challenge Part 2. So last week's were they were kind of interesting missions. I like missions where there's more than one way to finish them. Didn't really think that they captured that dream theme. So we're going to have a look at these ones, and I've not played any. Normally I'll have done a few missions just where I've been able to grab 2 minutes here and there. I decided to save up. I've got about 10 minutes now that I can dedicate to this. So let's find out what's happening. Heard it through the grapevine. I see what they did with that spelling. Yeah. Find the grapes. We're finding grapes for some reason. Because it's a dream, I guess. Oh, I forgot to change Rosita out. She's got that flipping bulldog shot. Okay, alright, fine. Doesn't matter at this stage. So it's a searchy mission, which means that Glenn is going to get some extra mileage. He, of course, has that skill where he can search things nice and quickly. Can we get through here? Yes, we can. Alright, I guess we found some grapes. Oh, well. No, Maggie, you've suffered an incredibly small amount of damage. Okay, can Glenn rush past? Yes, he can. Okay, go here. So it looks like a pretty simple one. It's not a huge map. You gotta search. Glenn, I would recommend as a must take. Having a scout is just handy. Having a scout with Glenn's abilities is absolutely fantastic. And be aware of those two big guys, those two heavies who just pop up out of nowhere at the end. Oh, charge abilities, complete missions with Tara. Okay, well, first up, let's swap Tara in. Let's complete that daily mission. I'm taking this equipment with the training gear. Yes, it's not the best armor that I have, but it's got training gear, so there's extra FB. Close off the building and get out of this hell. How are you going to get out of there if you close off the building? Maybe we're outside of it. We are outside of it. Yay, that makes loads more sense. Okay, so, soon as we start doing stuff, there's surprises. So, who's best for this? This is it's kind of a cool, interesting map. Nice outdoorsy one. Secure the location. So I guess we are just bugging out and closing the doors behind us. That kind of makes sense to me. I'm going to make sure that my ranged characters are out and shooting. There's a threat counter that's worth bearing in mind if you're on a tough difficulty. Either don't make too much noise or bring some noise cancelling handguns or other weapons, as I have done here. Tara's bow, of course, can reduce the threat by 1 every time she gets a critical kill. Okay, patience looks like it could be a virtue here. You don't want to be spending forever, but if you can keep that threat at bay, you could use ranged characters to take out those enemies at range when they're behind the gates. So that's what I would suggest. Secure the lodge, open the gate, and get away from the lodge. Okay, so we're kind of doing the exact opposite to what we did last time. We are trying to open some doors, and it looks like there's going to be some humies coming for us. So, what does that look like? Stabby, stabby. Keeping Tara with her ranged weapon on Overwatch. I guess those humies are going to pop up as soon as that door opens. Let's not use our charge attack. We do want to use our charge attacks because that's part of the daily quest. Right, where's those? There's those humies. Boom. Right, so that's where they are. They're kind of hiding there at the top. Be ready for them. We're gonna. What the hell happened there? Was that a glitch? Barry. Okay, that's another guy. Still not much of a threat. Alright, so yeah, pretty straightforward. You open the door and then some more humies appear. Humans, of course, being pretty much bad news. Maybe you want to take some bruisers to stun them and to take the hits. Maybe you want to take shooters with high power weapons to stay at range. Definitely anything that's incendiary causes additional damage, so that would be a good one. But most of all, knowing where they are going to spawn. And now that you watch this video, you do. You know where they're going to come from. You know where they're going to try and ambush you. And you can be ready for them. So fix the bridge, grab the bag, and run. God, how much do we have to do here? Well, to be fair, 3 things. Oh, we got a Tara on the other side. Don't know if more are going to spawn. Seems like a thing that's going to happen. Maggie's just going to have to take one. Oof. Okay, if we start fixing this, do bad guys appear? No, they do appear on this side, so definitely got some interesting stuff going on here. I kind of think this always adds a challenge where you have characters. Do I really have to fix both of them? Why have I got to fix both of them? You can get out. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of like this where you have characters kind of split up. Adds an interesting tactical challenge. That one in the prison is great. Look at that water effect as well. I mean, yeah, okay, fine. It's not hyper real or anything, but this is an Android game. Usually they're really crummy with no effort whatsoever put in. Looks all right. Oh, gather the supply. Where's? Okay, so the supplies are behind us. That's good. But it looks like you have something of a ticking clock, because that's a pretty formidable set of enemies who have just appeared on the other side of the bridge. Could kill them for extra points, I guess. But you're definitely not going to want to be hanging around if this is a high difficulty setting, because that's a lot of bad people. It looks like you got some explodey guys, lots of explodey guys. So at least one ranged character would be a good idea to blow them up, just in case they prove to be a problem, potential problem. But yeah, okay, all right, that's interesting. It doesn't seem so much like a dream challenge. It seems more find a container of the survivors. It seems more like a we didn't quite know what to do with these missions, so let's say they're a dream challenge. Maybe that wouldn't fit. I don't know, unless people have dreams like this. Do you? You're constantly being chased by zombies and they're on fire and stuff. Oh! The hell was that? He actually wounded one of my guys. Unacceptable. Alright, okay, fine. So that happened. I mean, we're kind of just barreling through it because I've not got too much time. So I'm guessing that once we rescue these survivors, there's something bad's going to happen. They are all dead. Well, that's pretty bad, I guess. You've still got one container left, and there was just like one person in that one that we searched. Sure, I don't want to look a little bit harder, Maggie. I don't think you're putting 100% effort in here. Alright, okay, so you search 2 of them, you find a dead person, and then you go like, well, may as well give up, I guess. I thought that something big would happen, but instead we've got a pretty hefty threat counter. No great shakes. You've seen what enemies there are there. That was kind of weirdly anticlimactic. Let's see what the grand finale is. Hey, Glen tokens, awesomes. Attach the cable before the horde arrives. Oh, this is... yeah, it's kind of a strange one. I remember doing this one. I remember this episode where they tie the cable to the 2 cars, drive them parallel, and just, yeah, make mincemeat out of a ton of walkers. There's a funny condition to this. You can lose this for no apparent reason. I think it's if the walkers get behind the car, then it just automatically fails, and it doesn't really tell you that that's a thing. I could be wrong. Maybe it's not that. Okay, so we've got to attach this cable, and we have, look at that horde. Not, you know, ranged weapons are not really going to make a huge impact against these guys, because it's just an army. Oh, he says taking them down in one go. It's an army of metalheads protecting a bunch of meat sacks. We're kind of doing okay so far. Maybe you want to take rooting weapons, like the harpoon gun or Daryl's AR-15. You know, hold the enemy in place, make it so that they can't get to you as easy. Take down that threat counter. Do not let that build up. Tricky one. Okay, and then we get out of here, and we don't see the cars go forward and mow down the zombies. Okay, not that kind of dream, I guess. Alright, so there we go. That is a rundown of the Dream Challenge Part 2 missions. You know what to expect. You know what's around every corner. There's no need for these to become a nightmare. There you go. That's a good segue. That's a good ending. Best of luck, everyone. And as ever, thank you for watching.